All right, Most High in Christ. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. This is our Wednesday night law class. We are located at 2213 McDonald Avenue, Richmond, California. If you are so-called Black, Latino, or Native, you make up 12 tribes of Israel, and this school, this sanctuary was built for you. Today is the eve before you go and celebrate the culture of your oppressor. Why you do it in 2025 is crazy. It's wild. It's because you're not thinking. All right. You have been bamboozled, hoodwinked. You understand? The water to the brothers and sisters that are tuning in. If you are able to, please like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the algorithm, as they say. You know what I'm saying? You have been tricked into believing that because you get a day off from hell, that you have to do what the hell your oppressor is doing. Let white people celebrate Thanksgiving. It's for them. Thanksgiving, and I said it earlier when I wasn't recording, so I'm going to say it again now that I am recording. Officer Nadazad, Officer 1000 in the Northern California camp, he made an excellent TikTok where he said, it's crazy because Thanksgiving is the celebration of illegal immigrants. Man, that is a drop the mic moment, because that's saying that, and if you think about it, white people were celebrating every victory over the Native Americans when they took some land from them. When white people went in at night and burned down villages and ran natives off, they were celebrating that with a feast. When white people gave smallpox blankets to native tribes, their leaders and their strong warriors, they died or they became dead or unalive, and they were able to ransack that village and take the women captive, destroy the little children. You understand? They celebrated those victories. That they were thankful for what they were being given by their providence. You understand? So why are you celebrating Thanksgiving when ICE is stripping your family away from you? ICE is taking your brothers and sisters away from you. It's 2025. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. But they make it seem like it's about eating. It's about family. How the hell could it be about family when ICE is stripping families? No one takes a break. They departed the damn turkey. No one says, hey, with what's happening in America, we can't be thankful for anything right now until we get this ICE situation together. Latinos have been in slavery since its inception. They have been rounded up. They have been forced to be in a certain part of their land, and to come into America, they have to be slaves again. They have to pick the lettuce. They have to get the bananas. They got to get the strawberries. They got to get the grapes. They got to get the pineapples. They got to allow the industry of America to flow at the lowest rate in order for them to make the least amount of money. And with all that they have done, with all that they do, they make all the Donald Trump suits. With all that they do, with all the hospitality that they provide, you turn around and sick your dogs on them. You sick ICE agents on them. You sick their brothers on them. You sick white people on them. And it's like, that is terrible. But because of the level of Stockholm syndrome that we all have, and because our oppressor has made life in their country so bad, it's like the greater of two evils. Either I live here in Venezuela, live here in Mexico, and join the cartel, or take a chance with my life and my family, or I go to a place illegally because I got to go right now. I don't have time to wait for documentation. get there and live under the table and take whatever is given to me just to give my family a better life. Like, that is hell. And that is the life that you're thankful for. That doesn't make any damn sense, man. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. If you have a Bible and you are a sister, please cover your head. I do not have my head covered. You probably can't see. There's an opening right here because men do not cover their heads when we read the Bible. However, sister, if your head is uncovered and you don't have anything to cover, just use your left hand. Cover your head while you're reading the scriptures, okay? So Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31 reads, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. You are not supposed to envy your oppressor. Alexa, what is the definition of envy?
As a noun, envy is usually defined as a feeling of discontent or covetousness with regard to another's advantages, success, possessions, etc. As a verb, envy is usually defined as...
Alexa, stop. Like, you coveting their possessions and their advantage in life is why you want to celebrate Thanksgiving. You want to have something to talk about when you go to work on Monday, which is 2 seconds of conversation. Hey, how was your holiday? Oh, it was good. We ate, turkey. Oh, you ate turkey too? Yeah, and candied yams. We had candied yams too. And the cranberry. Really, stuff in it. You just want to be a part of their society as if it's helping you. It's not helping you to love on white people. It's making your life more hell because you know what is a better conversation to have with the people that are pressing you? Hey, how was your weekend? Terrible, because Ice Ages was raiding where I live at. So yeah, I ain't got nothing to be thankful for right now. Oh shit. Oh, you live in real life. Yeah, it ain't a game over here, white boy. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be friends. You if you could bleach your skin, you'd bleach your skin. You're envious of lighter complexion people. You wish you had blonde hair. You wish you had blue eyes. You wish you talked like the way they talk. You want to wear their suits. You want to enter their culture. Do you give a damn about the Lord? God said, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Ain't you a Christian? Don't you believe in God? Wouldn't you want to do what Jesus would do? Well, Christ would follow what the Lord said. The Lord said, envy thou not your oppressor, and choose none of his ways. You can't see it on the wall, but we have high holy days that we have to keep as Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We have the Passover coming up, April 3rd, April 4th. That's going to be in Houston, Texas. Why don't you go to ishubk.com, pay your $200 Passover fee per person over the age of 17? Why don't you book your plan your flight to be in Houston, Texas? Why don't you get you a hotel, get you a rental car while you're in Houston, Texas, and do something that's a part of your culture? You got a lot of time to prepare. You know what's funny? You don't need no time to prepare for Thanksgiving because it's ingrained, it's embedded in you. You understand? But you get 4 months in advance to get ready for the Passover. You'll find every excuse in the book because your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and that's your daddy. Well, we're gonna give you, instead of loving your adopted father, it's time to love your birth father, your biological father again. All right. From there, let's go to Amos chapter 5. If you have a Bible, please let it be the King James Version. If you have a 1611, that's even better. But don't use the NIV. It's inaccurate. Don't use the New King James Version. It's also inaccurate. Seek ye out the old path. All right. King James Version. All right. Most High Christ, but. And Shalom, how about Shemel Shabbat? Oh, Malcolm, yeah. What's happening, Hebrew? I ain't seen you in a minute. All right, Amos chapter 5 and verse 4. We're going to read down to verse. No. We're going to go from verse 4 and then we're going to jump to verse 21. All right. So, verse 4 Amos chapter 5. It says, "For thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live." We supposed to seek the Lord. The Lord's way is life. The Lord's way is light to our feet. We're not supposed to, you're not living celebrating their holiday. You know what the crazy thing about it, and it's the saddest part about it. People are going to lose their lives tomorrow over a dry ass turkey dinner. People going to lose their life on the way. You know, ICE is going to be looking for places where you gathered at, brother. Going to be looking for places where you gathered at, sister. They going to know. They're going to know you're there, and they're going to raid. That's how fucked up it is. ICE is going to raid Thanksgivings. Why? I wouldn't, if you didn't want to go to work this week, why would you want to gather at some house, a whole bunch of you in one place? That don't make no damn sense. Cancel Thanksgiving. Cancel Christmas. This is the Lord's hand is in this. The Lord is giving you the opportunity to realize you don't need these things to survive. Let me tell you something. Only people that should feel safe gathering together for Thanksgiving is Caucasian people, Asian people, East Indian people, African people, because ICE ain't worried about them. ICE ain't worried about the Ukrainians. He ain't worried about the Russians. ICE is only worried about the Venezuelans, only worried about the Mexicans, and they worried about you niggas too. That's all they give a damn about. If they could take more from the Native Americans, they would take more from the Native Americans. You understand? Like, this is the best time of your life to make a change. And let me tell you another thing. It's not going to get no better next year. So you might as well cancel it for the rest of your life. Okay? Drop down to verse 21. Amos chapter 5. It reads, I despise your feast days. What is a feast day that the Lord hates and despises? Thanksgiving. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. What's a solemn assembly? It's when you come together in solidarity for one cause, for one reason. You understand? And it is a special event. And the Lord is like, it's not special to me. I'm not going to smell what you're cooking. He don't care what you're cooking. You know, because it's trash to the Lord, because it has nothing to do with him. You're not giving, as many times as the Bible mentions the word Thanksgiving, it's not talking about what you celebrate. It's talking about Thanksgiving for what the Lord has done. The Lord has not done anything when it comes to Thanksgiving. He has not participated. He did not create that. All right. Let's keep going. Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Like, he doesn't care how you try to make it look. You can make it look like this is for the Lord. This is because of the Lord. The Lord ain't with that. He don't give a damn about what you're doing, because it's not something he gave you. It's what your oppressor gave you. He told you not to do any of your oppressor's ways. So he doesn't smell, he doesn't like what you're doing when you celebrate Thanksgiving. All right, keep going. Verse 23, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. Meaning you're taking this culture that's not yours, and you're trying to make it your culture. You're gonna Latino Thanksgiving. You might not have turkey. You might have burritos. You might have tortas. You might have something. I only eat certain food. All I eat is tacos and burritos and an occasional quesadilla. So I know I don't, you know what I'm saying, the lengua sometime, what they call it, get up right now. I don't even want to say it. I don't go too deep in Latino food, so don't think I'm trying to say it in a discriminatory way. But you trying to change white culture into Latin culture, don't make it Latin culture. You trying to change white culture into black culture, don't make it black. It's just like the happy birthday song. The white people have a version of it. Just because you give a black version, don't make it your culture. The white people have a Christmas song. Just because you make it sound black or Latino, don't make it your culture. And the Lord said He's not going to hear your songs. So if you got a Thanksgiving song, He don't give a damn about that either. Keep going. Verse 24. This is the killer right here. It says, "But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as mighty streams." The Lord wants the punishment to come on you for celebrating these things. Like you, and He wants it to run down like water. You ever yeah, I'm right there with you, Malcolm. Yeah, I don't like none of that. You understand? If you've ever seen if you ever lived with somebody that lived underneath somebody, if they got busted pipes, when before you know it's dripping from the ceiling. You look on the wall and there's water coming down the wall. And that's how the Lord wants judgment to come upon you. He wanted to run down like water. You understand? And the judgment ain't gonna be positive. So you can cry about ICE agents on this on the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. But if you're going to turn around and celebrate what the ICE agents are going to celebrate on the 27th, the judgment is at the door. You have to separate. You have to change. You have to hear the words of the Lord and don't neglect them. Definitely don't run from them, and don't try to amend what the Lord said He don't F with. Can't do it. You can't augment it and make it something that He would appreciate. All right. From there, let's go to Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 3. The whole book of the Bible is the law. Even if you want to get to the apostles and everything that happens in the New Testament, it's all the law because it comes back to the law. Everything comes back to brotherhood and the law. And these are the two, and loving the Lord with all your heart and loving your brother or your neighbor as yourself. Everything is hanging on that. Right, Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 3. All right. It reads, "After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances." Meaning, it ain't just America that the Lord don't want you to do what other nations are doing. It's always been that way. The Lord has always separated us from the culture of the people that surrounded us. Who were the Egyptians back then? The people that oppressed us. Who were the Canaanites back then? The people that were living in the land that we were taking. So He said, don't do what you was doing in Egypt, and don't do anything you're about to see in the land of Canaan. And these were all African nations. Africans had blacks, Latinos, and natives, so-called blacks, Latinos, and natives in captivity in Egypt. And blacks, Latinos, and natives took the land of a different group of Africans in the land of Canaan. All right. Africans, Middle Eastern people as well, your Arabs. You understand? Everybody that was in the Mesopotamia area, that's pretty much where Israel is at. All right. Or when I say Israel, I mean historical Israel, not modern day, just a piece Israel. All right. Keep going, verse 4. "Ye shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God." Our God said, this is what I want you to do. You're going to do what I tell you to do. I am your God. Therefore, we are His people. And what father wants children that don't listen to him? Doesn't mean He's going to give up on them, but it means they're going to get punished. Keep going, verse 5. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. You understand? If when you know what he wants from you, and you know the consequences for not doing what you're supposed to be fulfilling, those are the statutes and those are the judgments that if you do, you'll live. If you know, okay, by doing this, participating in this, the Lord is going to cut me off in this way. By participating in that thing that they're doing, the Lord's going to cut my family off. When you do that, you know, okay, don't do the thing that's going to cause the problem. Why the Christian church don't want you to learn this? Why does the Catholic Church not want you to learn this? Because they want you to stay in disarray. They want you to stay separated from your God. And they call it religion. Religion allows everybody in. Everything in this book is about the children of Israel. It's not for everybody. All right. Keep going. As a matter of fact, let's jump to verse 24. Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 24. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. Not only were we promised the land of Israel or Canaan. Hey, shout out to the brothers and sisters online. Before you did, please like, share, comment. Please like, share, and comment so the algorithm will catch us. Hey, what's happening, young man? Most High Christ. All right. So the reason the Canaanites got kicked out of Canaan is because they was doing things in the Lord's land that he did not want done. So now that the Lord got us out of the slavery, from underneath the iron fist of Egypt, helped us cross the Nile, got us into this land, gave us laws, gave us statutes, gave us commandments, gave us our culture. He's saying, you're about to go take this land. They're getting kicked out because of the nastiness that they've been participating in. You don't do those things, because that's the reason they're getting kicked out, not just because the land was promised to you. All right. Keep reading on 24. 25. And the land is defiled, therefore, Therefore, I do visit, therefore, I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants. You understand? The earth and the Most High are one. They are working together. All right. And righteousness, again, the Lord likes it to run down like rain. So if you messing up, he don't give a damn if he gave you the law or not. If you're doing something you ain't got no business doing, if it's your time, it's your time. All right, let's keep going. Keep putting this damn book down. You keep with me. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. So if you read the chapter above it, you'll see it's talking about who you're not supposed to lay with. Man's not supposed to lay with another man's woman. Man is not supposed to lay with another man. Man and woman are not supposed to stand in front of a beast to let it go in on them. A man cannot sleep with a woman's sister while she is alive. All of these things the Canaanites were doing. And all of these things have become normal in this new land of Canaan called America. In America, you can have any relationship you want except a polygamous relationship. You cannot legally get married in your state that you live in, to two women. You have to apparently cross state lines, go to a certain place to get married legally to more than one woman. They won't legalize it, but they'll legalize two men getting married, two women getting married, even though there's nothing that can be produced from that except for, I don't know, tax revenue. You understand? Something that's very natural. they're against it. But the unnatural, that's why America is going to be vomited. The inhabitants of America are going to be vomited with nuclear fire. You understand? Let's keep going. Verse 28. Verse 27. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. Verse 28. That the land spew not you out also when ye defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Verse 30, therefore shall ye keep mine ordinances, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs, which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God. And we in America, what that mean? What that mean, class? That means we messed up. We did exactly what the Lord told us not to do, because we think every child thinks they know more than their parent, until they find out it don't matter if you know more than your parent. You don't have the authority that your parent does to direct your life in the positive outcome. You know what I'm saying? You're going to receive the spanking if you do wrong, and you're going to receive the reward if you do right. It's up to you. And we constantly choose to have that paddle on the back. All right, from there, let's go to Isaiah chapter 3, verse 10. You was at camp. This is some of the verses I was bringing out of camp. Isaiah chapter 3. In verse 10. It reads, say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. That's a good father. A good father is going to say, if you're right, you're going to enjoy being right. You understand? You're going to eat the good fruits of your righteousness, man. It's like if you want to eat grapes, and you plant grapes, and you water the grapes, well, you get good soil. You pick a good field. You till it right. You put some Miracle Grow, and no chemicals. You do all the things you got to do to have a healthy plant, and before you know it, grapes grow, and they go from being little things to they giant grapes that you can enjoy and eat. That's what righteousness does for you. You plant something, and you get to enjoy the goodness of the thing that you planted. It gets no better than that in life. All right. Continuing with verse 10. For they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Verse 11. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. And woe unto the wicked. Who is the wicked? Not only us when we don't serve the Lord, but our oppressor, because our oppressor doesn't serve the Lord. You would, all of the things that have happened just in this year alone, every time white people have done something to Latino people, the Lord has struck them back, has struck them down. I can't even remember. It was they right when the ICE raid started, and they were stripping all these families apart. The Lord sent a flood to a Christian, a little Christian camp, and the flood swept them away, man. Think what's his name? Ted Cruz. It barely didn't have, his children were safe. You understand? Because I don't think they were there that weekend. But what happened? Latino people from Mexico sent help, sent rescuers, saved little white kids, saved them so much so that one of the deputies, can't remember the county, he was like, yeah, I can't really hate these people no more. You know what I'm saying? You would be wise to be like that deputy before something terrible happens to you. But the Lord said, woe unto the wicked. He wants death and destruction to happen to you, and you're gonna receive it. And I pity the fool. I pity the fool that can't look in the sky, see thunderclouds, and be like, oh, I probably shouldn't wear shorts and a tank top today. You know what I'm saying? And that's our oppressor. He just always out of season, just never gets the picture. Well, neither did Pharaoh until one day he got the picture. I pray you understand. All right. Let me see. Was that verse 11? Let's get verse 12. Says, as for my people, children are their oppressors. This is a very important line because the Lord is saying, as for my people, the Lord, we are a possession to the Most High. Everybody not the Lord's people. How you know? Because it says, as for my people, children are their oppressors. Somebody else is oppressing them, and they are childish. They are not grown. They have power that they're not capable of exercising properly. Because look at Donald Trump. He is the epitome of a child oppressing you. Donald Trump can't handle one. Donald Trump don't want to release the Epstein files. He calls them a hoax. Then when he finds out, oh, they're going to put him out anyway, he tries to reverse it and say, yeah, put him out, as if he was all for it, when everybody knows they're going to be scrubbed to death. You understand? Donald Trump is like the Democrats are the people you're going to find on the Epstein list. That's impossible. It's impossible for just to be one side of white society that was messing with Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein represents white society as a whole. So both sides was messing with Jeffrey Epstein. But he's a child. He has to win. He has to be right. And that's who's ruling over us. He can't. Have you ever met someone who just can't be wrong? That's Donald Trump. Everything is good. He said, even if he didn't blow Bubba, as they said, if he admitted to it, you know he would say he did it better than Monica Lewinsky, better than Hillary, better than, whoever the hell Bill Clinton lets touch his ride. You understand? Because he's a child. He ain't got no maturity. Keep going. Verse 12. And women rule over them. That's the other part of it. Other side is while we have a child oppressing us, women are coercing us to take the worst actions. Your woman is why you're celebrating Thanksgiving. You don't want to celebrate Thanksgiving? Tell her we ain't celebrating Thanksgiving. And don't wait until there's a absolute reason why you can't celebrate Thanksgiving. Don't wait till you're broke and that's why you can't celebrate Thanksgiving. Don't wait till you're in jail and that's why you can't celebrate Thanksgiving. Stop celebrating your oppressor's culture while you're strong and while you're free, while you're sober, while you're not under any pressure. It's liberating that way. But if you only do stuff, if you only go to church because your wife go to church, damn. Like how are you the man if you only change because of your woman? You'll cheat on your woman, quote unquote. You'll cheat on your woman without her permission. But everything else in life, oh, I gotta ask. Oh, you want to do this? If you don't want to do this, we ain't gonna do this. Like, man, have some cojones. Have some balls, bro. All right. Oh, my people, verse 12 in the middle. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy past, man. Your leadership, your Christian pastor, man. Them Christian pastors are crazy, man. You should if you have a grandmother, you should check the books. You should see how much money she's giving that church, man. As a grandchild, you should go into that purse that what do the older people have? the checkbook, right? Go see how many of them things gonna come up as tithes, man. It's gonna blow your mind. Like that church ain't got renovated. That church ain't did a damn thing to help your family. Yet they're forcing money out of your pockets, man. You should give that, she should be giving that good money to a good man. And that good man is Commander General Yohana. That good place is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Because that church ain't did a damn thing, man. Ain't did a damn thing for your whole family. Look at you. Look at what you believe in. You have not separated yourself from your oppressor. You don't lead your family. You are a worm. You know who could have fixed that? Your spiritual advisor. The ISUPK, we can advise you spiritually. We can change your life. It doesn't take, we can change. The ISUPK can fix every aspect of your life. All you have to do is come to the school. All you have to do is go to the website, isupk.com, find the school in your area. Stop sitting on the sideline. We could fix you. We could fix your mama, your father. We could fix your family. If they broken, we can tell you if it's good or bad for you. If they need to be brought together, we can make that happen. But your church has done nothing but strip you. And you got to grow up, man. Don't be the child. Be the man. Be a woman. All right. From there, let's go to Amos chapter 3. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Once again, this is all about the children of Israel. Who are the children of Israel? So-called blacks, Latinos, and natives. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. The white man is the devil. He could never be a Jew. He's not a Jew. He's always just a Jew. How he always just a Jew when it's 12 tribes? And everybody that's ever read a Bible, the Torah, knows that there are 12 tribes in the nation of Israel. Why he always just a Jew? Why he don't know anything about Ephraim? He don't know anything about Naphtali. He don't know a damn thing about Manasseh. He don't know nothing about Gad, Reuben. You know what I'm saying? All he knows is I'm a Jew or Jewish or Israeli. It's because it ain't got nothing to do with him. He's a liar and a deceiver. This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hey, shalom. Yahweh Shemel Shabbat. Osiah Christ, priest. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Like I was saying, you just dropped in some of these verses. Most of these I brought out at camp, so you've heard it. All right. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, the Lord ain't forgot what he did, man. When he brought us out of the land, the iron furnace, as they call it, we were so destroyed that when Moses was just asking for us to get a break to serve our God for 3 days, they increased the burden on us. Said, ye are idle. Ye are idle. That's why you want to serve your God. That's why we want to go serve our God, because we're not doing a damn thing. We're making bricks out of mortar and straw. We're in the heat of the damn Egyptian desert. We're doing everything. What do you mean we're idle? We just wanted to serve our Lord. And God took us out there in the most extravagant way. He rose up a man of God, had that man of God go before Pharaoh to speak on our behalf, and then brought plagues to that land, to the point it got to where he said, well, y'all got to go. The Lord made that happen. It took some time, but he made it happen because we were sighing and crying and we were groaning because of the oppression. Are we doing that now? We're not sighing and crying now. We're sighing and crying when we suffer, but we're loving and hugging every other second. You about to cut into that big ass, dry ass turkey. God damn, will you give it up for anything? Will you give it up to keep your brothers and sisters out of the damn cages? Will you give it up so your brother and sister don't get deported out of a family gathering tomorrow? Can you cancel Thanksgiving this one time? Can you do it? Black people, can you be in solidarity with your Latino brothers? Tomorrow's a big day. They got to worry, man, because ICE knows where everybody going to be at. How you know? Because the Latins are ICE agents. That your brother works for ICE, he's going to tell his commander, oh, yeah, my family is having a big gathering on 12th and Watts. If we come there with 2 SWAT vehicles, we can cover the back and cover the front and get them all up. Black people, can we be in solidarity? And shout out to the Black people that are doing whatever they can to keep their brothers and sisters in the Latin community safe, man. Giving them heads ups, all these different things, man. ISUBK since 1969. We have been saying, man, Black people need to get with Latino people so they can get that green card so they can be here safe, man. Because at the very least, at least they got that little protection, even though we know ICE agents is grabbing everybody. They're grabbing citizens, non-citizens, criminals, non-criminals. They don't, if you Latin, straight jacket. All right. Let's see where we at. Verse 2. Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. This is why it's so important that he said, I got you out of the land of Egypt. You only, not anybody else. Let that sink in. The children of Israel, the Lord said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. The Lord is a racist. He is racism in the spirit. He said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. That means he don't know white people. He don't know Africans. He don't know East Indians. He don't know Samoans. He don't know the Chinese. He doesn't know them. He doesn't have a working relationship with them. All right. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Whew. It's a curse, man. It's a blessing and a curse, man. It cuts going in and it cuts going out. You do have the protection of the Lord, but it also means that when the Lord is not with you, don't have his protection. And right now, we don't, as a nation, we don't have the Lord's protection. The ISUPK is the only way to get that protection back. Because once again, your churches that you go to every Sunday isn't teaching you anything to get on the Lord's good graces. They're teaching you everything to have the Lord give you worse situations. ICE is bad. The National Guard, the military is worse. And that's what's going to be. You're going to have the Coast Guard is going to be at the Latinos and Black people pretty soon. The park rangers is going to be at the Latinos and Black people soon. Like, it's not going to get better. Nothing. The price of gas has went up. It's not coming down. The price of food went up. It's not coming down. This is the new normal. So you have to do what you have to do to get right with the Lord, man. Give me Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 15. Verse 15, and we're going to drop to verse 17. Time is at 8:42. Even though I started a little late, but for the sake of that, I'm going to still end the class at 9 since that's when it normally would end. Class is 7 to 9 p.m. We are located at 2213 McDonald Avenue in Richmond. If you're a Black, Latino, or Native, you are absolutely invited. Our class is Tuesday to Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. and Saturday 10 to 11 a.m. That's our Sabbath service. All right. So from there, again, where I said, let's get Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 15. All right, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. It reads, "Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust in the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing." This is the blessing. This is the blessing of our God being what he is. The Lord says the earth is his footstool. What building can contain him? Your church building can't contain the Lord. The Lord ain't with that church that you go to. You understand? But for the Lord to say he just said, "You are the only people I've known of all the families of the face of the earth." Now he's saying the other nations are like a drop in a bucket, and the isles are a little thing to him. The Greek islands, any place that you look at where it's Caucasians, Japan, all right, those are a bunch of islands, right? You know what I'm saying? Any place where you look at like, oh my God, they are the future. Their technology is so great, and oh, look at the beautiful sights in Pompeii, all these different things, right? It's nothing to the Lord. The people there mean nothing. They're just a drop in the bucket on a hot day. They just evaporate. They don't even matter to the Lord. All right. Verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing, and vanity. They are a waste of time to the Lord. They are counted as less than nothing. He could not care less about these other nations. They don't mean anything to him. That is the beautiful part about being an Israelite. This book called the Holy Bible is not written for anybody else. It's written for you. This is your book. You're supposed to take it up. It's supposed to be a blessing. It's supposed to be an honor. It is also a responsibility to serve the Lord in spirit and in truth, because otherwise he's going to punish us for all of our iniquities. The Lord ain't hiding nothing. He's not hiding his hand. He's telling you the good that can happen for serving him, and he's telling you the bad that can happen for not serving him. And why wouldn't you serve the God that took you out of bondage, that took you out of slavery, that took you out of hell, that raised you to be the greatest nation, that made us the head while everybody else was the damn tail? Why wouldn't you serve him? Look what it's done us. Now, instead of being the head, we are the tail. Now, instead of being blessed, we are cursed. We're the only people that won't synchronize in our belief structure. We are the only people that are being separated by our names, separated by our land masses, and separated by our ideologies. We have to be able to come together like Voltron. At some point, the color, blue, red, yellow, pink, whatever the hell color Voltron looked like, they got to come together. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have to come together like Voltron. You understand? Like, we have to stop letting them separate us when the Lord called all of us out of Egypt. The Lord is going to save all of us out of the four corners of this earth. The ISUBK is giving you the blueprint to be prepared for that future. But the future is now. The kingdom of heaven is within you. All right. Last verse I'm going to pull real quick. Maybe a couple more. Actually, yeah, let me pull a couple more. Let me get Psalms 147 and verse 19. Psalms 147, verse 19. It reads, He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Who is Jacob? Jacob is Israel. Jacob is the former name of Israel, Yahweh. He got his name changed to Yasha'Allah. You understand? So it's the same person. It's the same people. He's shown his word to the children of Israel. All right. His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Verse 20. He have not dealt so with any nation. That means he's dealt with Israel, but he has not dealt with any of these other nations. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Meaning, while these other nations don't know the punishments that come from disrespecting, disobeying the Lord, you should praise the Lord for that, because that means you're the only people that the Lord considers special, the only people that the Lord considers family, the only people that the Lord loves. And when you love someone, you chastise them, you correct them, you stop them from going off of a cliff. You understand? But if they go off that cliff, it won't be because you didn't tell them to stay on land. It'll be because they didn't follow your orders. They didn't listen to what you were saying. But as for these other nations, the Lord doesn't give a damn if they go to the moon. The Lord don't give a damn if Elon Musk can get out of the atmosphere and can't get back in the atmosphere. He'll just have to die out there in space. And the same thing with anything. What happened with what was that little submarine, that sub vessel they called it? It wasn't the Titanic. Damn. The little thing with the joystick up in it. The mini Titanic, the titanium, whatever the hell it was called, Ocean Gate, whatever it was called. You understand? When that pressure got too heavy, and when that joystick battery died, the Lord didn't make some miracle for them to come up shore. That thing crushed under the pressure. Simple as that. It got turned into damn linguine, and that was a wrap. All right. He don't deal with these other nations, man. He don't give a damn about them. From there, let's get Psalm 148, just the next chapter, 13 and 14. Psalm 148, verse 13 says, Let them praise the name of the Lord, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. Verse 14, he also exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. That's why the Lord deals with us the way he deals with us, because we are a people near unto him. The scriptures describe us as being the apple of his eye. We are right there in the middle. He can't get he can't take his attention off of us. We matter that much to him. All right. And we are the saints. When you read about saints, Old Testament, New Testament, it's talking about the children of Israel. Those are the only people that could be saints, because they are the children of Israel. That's what makes them saints. All right. Now, with that being said, you can read Revelation chapter 13, 9 and 10, right? That is the future for what's going to happen to our oppressor. Our oppressor put us in slavery, so he's going to go into slavery. And which is another reason why you can look at no further than what's happening to the Latino people. They're being enslaved. Those ICE raids, them having a mask on, not revealing their identity, and snatching you from wherever you are at, no matter whatever you're doing, to detain you, to so-called deport you, where really they just putting you in detention centers. That's slavery. It's no different than what the regular ICE agents, known as the police, the police. You know what I'm saying? They're grabbing black people, snatching them up, putting them in jail with false charges. The same thing ICE is doing. Is detaining Latino people with false charges. so they can deport you or put you somewhere where you lose your rights and you become a slave again. Well, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, man. That's the future for all of the terrible things that these oppressors are doing to the Lord's chosen people. Their future, they are hanging themselves. They are every ICE raid, every unarmed black person that is unalived, they are tying the noose around their neck. The Lord is letting them get built up with pride and power and prestige and wealth and land and gain and everything else, just so he can lay the smack down. And the craziest part about it is the Bible, it says it. It says it. I'm not pulling nothing out of thin air. The Bible says the things that I'm saying. The Lord said in Romans, for this reason, Pharaoh, have I lifted thee up, that I could show my power in you. The Lord builds up great nations to smack them down. Rome was a great nation. Now look at it. Nowhere to be found except the Roman Catholic Church. And America is going to be no different, man. And this is the faith and the patience of the saints. That's why we don't have to touch white people. We don't have to aggress white people. All we have to do is read this book. All we have to do is live what the scriptures are telling us to live. Specifically, become one body, man. All of these fake Israelite groups need to disassemble. You understand? They need to cease and desist so that we can get where we need to go. Not cease and desist like don't do what you want to do. You just need to not exist. Go and peg each other. Go and sleep with each other's women. Go live riotous lives. Go eat pork. Go to strip clubs. Do the things that you want to do, but don't call yourself an Israelite group so we can funnel the people in here and save their lives. Okay? From there, let's go to, I'm going to wrap it up with the book of Judith. All right? Book of Judith, I believe, is either chapter 5 or chapter 7. This is in the Apocrypha. So if you're at your laptop or you have your phone, and you don't have a 1611 edition of the Bible, just type in on your web browsers Judith, Judith. All right, Judith, chapter 5, Judith chapter 5. That's all you got to do. All right. Type in Judith chapter 5 on your laptop or on your phone, and it'll come up. And then what we're going to start at. Oh, man, there's so much to read. Let's start with verse 12. All right. So this is the book of Judith, chapter 5. Matter of fact, let's start with verse 11. Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against him, talking about our ancestors, the children of Israel, and dealt subtly with them, and brought them low with labor and brick, and made them slaves. Like I was saying, that's the history. Egypt used to be a great, oh man, Python, Memphis, the pharaohs, all of that stuff. Oh man, they used to wear that big old headdress on their head. Michael Jackson did a music video asking if you remember the damn time. Them shaved faces. Oh man, the tomb, the pyramids. Where they at now? Great place. Woo! Great place. It's a tourist attraction now. And not a good one. They robbed all of the damn sarcophaguses, took all the gold, brought some stuff to the Smithsonian. Damn. It's terrible. But yeah, Egyptians, Africans made blacks and Latino slaves. All right. Verse 12. Then they cried unto their God, and he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues. So the Egyptians cast them out of their sight. Verse 13. And God dried the Red Sea before them and brought them to Mount Sinai and Kadesh Barnea and cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness. 15. So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and they destroyed by their strength all them of Esabon. And passing over Jordan, they possessed all the hill country. 16. And they cast forth before them the Canaanites, the Pharisite, the Jebusite, and the Sycamite, and all the Girgashites, and they dwelt in that country many days. 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. Like, that's what you have to understand. We will prosper if we turn to our law, if we keep our laws, if we relearn what the Christian church has told us has been cast away, done away with. Don't do that. Christ didn't say he cast away the law. Christ said, don't think I came to do away with the law or the prophets. Well, who's greater? Your preacher, the Roman Catholic Church, Christianity, or Jesus Christ himself, Yahweh Shai Mashiach in the Hebrew? Who's greater? What would Jesus do? He wouldn't listen to your damn pastor. Christ kept the law. He would tell you to keep the law. All right. Verse 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temples of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. Why you think they have one of the largest homosexual festivals in Tel Aviv? Because there are enemies in our homeland. We were in Berkeley the other day, and this little Jewish boy, he's a man. I guess he remembers the Jewish man blowing his rod with the wine. Like, that's a hell of a thought to, like, not only did he okay it, but he said it like he remembered it. I think you got traumatized, not baptized, not sanctified. I think you got traumatized. And it's just their culture to be disgusting, pedophilic. You know what I'm saying? Or PDF files, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So he thought none of it, which means what? If he has children, he'll let it happen to his son. And if he becomes a rabbi, he'll do it to somebody else's son. That's nasty work. That's the people that's claiming to be Jews. It's not possible, because that is against the Lord. That is not our culture. All right. Boom, boom, boom. And we're led captive in the land that was on. And okay, boom, boom. Verse 19, Judah chapter 5 and verse 19. But now, talking about the ISUPK, but now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, 1 West 125th Street, man, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. This was a Ammonite talking to a Assyrian, or a Japanese commander talking to an Armenian leader. You understand? Telling him the business about the history of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in that time. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying, look, it would be in our best interest to leave them alone, because if they're serving their God, they're going to win. And the world is going to see a sore destruction happen to us, man. And it's coming. It's looking about Christ the clock, man. And he's coming back with 200 million angels, man. And they're going to be doing a lot of killing. They're going to be doing a lot of saving, giving a lot of mercy, but not to your oppressor, not to his angels, not to these other nations that support him, man. Blacks, Latinos, and natives, your only hope is to come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. If you know somebody that is in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man, make a donation to the school. Give a priest offering, man. Do something so you can get a prophet's reward. Let me read one more verse for you before we dip. Go to Jeremiah chapter 16. Jeremiah chapter 16 and read verse 14. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14 reads, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." Verse 15, "But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers," man. The Lord said, man, he's going to do it. And the word of the Lord don't come back void. Man, don't lead a beggar's life. Make your calling and election sure. Come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. If you are a brother, you get an all black shirt, all black boots, all black pants. If you got a headpiece, all black, man. And you do your 90 days, man. If your slavery requires you to wear other colors only at your slavery. But once you off your slavery, get back in all black, man. Get into your local school. If you are a sister and you want to change your life, don't just live seeking mercy. Make the change in your life to receive the blessing that you want. You want a man, a good man, you got to go where good men exist. That is in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and nowhere else. Come into the ISUPK, wear a long dress to the floor. Wrap your head up tight to a honeycomb. You understand? To a damn pineapple on your head. And change. Become a woman who can bake biscuits from scratch. Become a woman who can handle a man having more than one wife. Become a woman who has skills to pay the bills, man, and utilize it. All right? But the only place you can do that right is the ISUPK, man. This is your chance. This is your time. Tomorrow will be our scripture breakdown class. Likely it'll be taught by Captain, I must be speaking in the future then right now. Officer 5000, Kasar Pakat. Beautiful class. Always tune in. Once again, 7 to 9 p.m. To all my brothers, Yahabashim Yahshua. To all the sisters, Shalom Yahweh Shamar Latan, Bashim Yahweh. The water for your time.